Game's on! Don't it up! Don't it up! What time is it? Game's on! What time is it? Game's on! Don't it up! Don't it up! Let's go!
The 2013 Baltimore Ravens were a team like no other. They possessed the skills and players to get any job done. They had the offense and defense ready to strike whenever they needed to. Joe Flacco was an elite quarterback, although many people say that he wasn't, and the defense was just astonishing in so many ways. This speech will demonstrate how amazing the 2013 Ravens were and why they would be able to beat almost any team in the current league. So, to start the speech, it's kind of like a football game because most football games start with a good offensive drive, which is what the first part of the speech is about, the Ravens offense. With the quarterback, Joe Flacco, there was many speculation that he wasn't elite, which I would argue that he wasn't very elite during his regular season, although during the postseason of 2013, he really shined as an elite quarterback. With his go-to receivers being Jacoby Jones and Torrey Smith, they could acquire the yards that they needed to get within field goal range to win any game. They knew exactly how to use this offense against any team that they played, and it was very crucial that they knew how to do this. So they also had the running back Ray Rice, which he was a good running back, although there was a controversy with him in the following year because of his domestic violence, but he was good before that happened. So they always argue that offense is what scores the points of the game, so they should be the one who wins it, although the defense is really the one who wins games. And with Ray Lewis and Ed Reed, no team could get past those two. Ray Lewis was a beast in covering run game. He could tackle anybody that was up against him. He knew how to shut down plays, and that's what he was skilled at. He was drafted in 1996 from Miami, and ever since the day he was drafted, he knew exactly what he had to do. And then also in the backfield, there was Ed Reed, and he could cover almost any pass. Most quarterbacks didn't want to throw deep passes with Ed Reed being present because he was able to stop most passes or at least get a touch on it, so to interrupt the play. And while the 2000s team for the Ravens definitely had the better defense, as per Matt Venzel from the Baltimore Sun, the 2013 Ravens really interested me because that's the team that I was able to watch as a kid because I wasn't alive in 2000. So that's the team that really had my interest. So with the offense and defense, they obviously had the skills to make it to the postseason, and that's what the next point is about. So to start off the postseason, they had to defeat the Colts, which a lot of people expected them to, so they demolished them. It was about 38 to 13, I think. And then the next game that they had to play was in Denver. Now this game was threatening to them because they knew that they would have to play the playoff version of Peyton Manning. And for those that don't know football, Peyton Manning is very skilled. It was an all-out battle throughout the entire game, and it ended up with the Broncos had the lead late in the fourth quarter. There was about 30 seconds left when Joe Flacco decided that a fourth down Hail Mary would be the best option for them. So that's what they did, and Jacoby Jones actually caught it and ran it in for a touchdown, which was a mind-blowing play. It still plays in my head many times a day. They call that catch the mile-high miracle because it truly was a miracle that he caught that and tied it up for the Ravens to have a chance to win the game, which they did. In overtime, they defeated the Broncos with a field goal, which eliminated Peyton Manning from the playoffs. After the Broncos playoff game, they had to play the Patriots, which is a whole nother threat because they had to face Bill Belichick and Tom Brady, which are two of the most deadly players in the postseason. the Ravens shocked the world when they defeated them with how much they did. They didn't hold back at all. Many teams thought that they would be beaten by the Patriots, but they defeated them surprisingly and defeated them very well. So, with the offense, defense, and the amazing postseason, it stands that the 2013 Ravens are one of the best teams of all time. They had all the skills and all the players that they needed and were all-out legends. Many players still recollect on that game and show highlights and everything because it was truly amazing what that team did in from 2012 to 2013. So with all of that postseason run and defeating Peyton Manning and Tom Brady in the same playoffs, they ended up winning the Super Bowl and becoming world champions, which was what they set out to do. Thank you.